must have been really happy with that performance on the weekend.
Yeah, definitely. After a disappointing result against Fremantle, we had to respond and play the way that we know we were capable of, and I think that game was a very good indication of where we can play it, and a massive effort against a really, really good team.
And St Kilda this weekend, obviously in terms of ladder position, it's pretty vital.
Absolutely, yeah. We lost our home game a couple of weeks ago, so we want to rectify by winning at home this weekend. And St Kilda are a young and up-and-coming team, and very, very contested footy driven team. So it'll be a great contest, and some of the young players obviously stepping up and really driving that side as well. So it'll be a really, really good competition.
I thought sure you'd be from Gold Coast this weekend.
Yeah, it's kind of like flip the coin and see where you land and see where you're going. But I know there was whispers of going to playing the Gold Coast again or vice versa. But this is kind of the season of just figuring out where you're going to be 1 week at a time. The old cliche, but it's different. But I think we're handling it pretty well.
Do you think it's good though that the Victorians are able to travel now?
Oh, it's great. Any time we can get the season looking back to as normal as possible would be great. Be great to obviously play Victorian teams for us as well. But yeah, it's one of those things where you're just going to have to wait and see who we play. It's great that we have a Victorian team coming over across to Adelaide this weekend, and hopefully at some point we can get to Victoria. I know we've got a lot of fans in Victoria that would love for us to come over there and watch us play, but at this stage we're just got to wait and see.
There's a sense of relief there for you. Last week when it went into lockdown, there's sort of questions natural that you sort of think, oh, not again. Is there a bit of a sense of relief that it's all systems go?
Yeah, absolutely. We just want to play football, so when there's always that lockdown, things start to go a little bit pear-shaped. There's always that nervous wait, and obviously we experienced that last year, and having a season end without a premiere cut short, it's really disappointing. So there was that bit of a, oh no, please not happen again. But very fortunate that AFL and everyone's doing what they can to keep our season going, and hopefully it's looking pretty good. So we just got to keep playing games. Yeah, look, I think we're travelling really well. That was a massive win for us, especially you lose one at home, you go away. If you drop that, then you've got 2 losses in a row, and things start looking really tough in a real small condensed season. But I think that was just a massive win for us. A huge team effort to go up there and beat the top of the table. So, but it's a funny old season. Anything can kind of happen, and teams are playing really well. You look at Richmond, up and coming team, and almost trying to pick top teams off of the ladder. So it's a tough comp. Yeah, look, obviously it's just one of these games where you can't afford to have bad games in this season, because it costs you, and then it can really, really cost you on the ladder. We don't have the fortune of playing a 20-odd round comp. So absolutely, definitely helped having Chelsea Randall back. She definitely adds a whole nother element to our team. Obviously, you don't base your whole side around one player, but everyone healthy. There's some girls pushing to make selection, obviously this week, that are coming back from injury. This is by far the toughest team to ever break into for the Crow squad. I mean, the girls that are missing out each week, you just think, wow, they could actually get a game. So it's a good problem to have.
Where are players like Jenny? Is she one of the players pushing to come back in?
Yeah, every time I look at Jenny, I think she's almost there, and I hopefully, if not this week, in the next couple of weeks, she's been just working so hard. Like all the girls in rehab, Dana Cox obviously, Chloe Shear was the first one to get out of the rehab group, and she looks fantastic. So there's a lot of them. Hopefully those two in particular, Dana and Denny. That's a fine. Dana and Denny. We'll work on that ringtone. Hopefully those two, can get a game some stage this year, because they've been putting in such incredible amounts of work, and quality people as well. Handy to have back in the side.
Indigenous round this weekend.
Yeah.
Obviously means a lot to you.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very passionate about it. Obviously, I've got Indigenous family, my brother-in-law, nieces and nephews, so, close at heart, but, something we will get around and, wear our Indigenous Guernseys proudly. They look absolutely fantastic. I think it's a great thing that we have an Indigenous round. It's only a small part of what we should be doing, as a whole league, but at least it's a step in the right direction.
How do we go about getting more Indigenous girls playing AFL, like in the AFL?
Yeah, look, I think just keep developing those pathways. I know there's a lot of academies. I know there's Indigenous academies across the board. Hopefully getting more Indigenous players in this competition. They're fantastic athletes. They play footy fantastically. So I know when we were playing up in Darwin, and we got to see some of the girls running around up there, and it's exciting. So yeah, I'd love to see more Indigenous girls playing footy, or even just playing sport in general. Be awesome.
Lots of clubs have started wearing the freedom flag t-shirt with warm-ups. Are you guys going to do something similar?
Yeah, we're in discussion at the moment of what we're going to do. Definitely we'll obviously do something. I think we'll just finalise what we are in the next few days, but yeah, it'll be something special. And as we have Indigenous girls in our team, and look, it's something we want to rally around, get behind them. I do some work with Paddy Mills in the We Got You campaign, and that's really close to my heart. And I'll keep pushing that from a personal level, and I know the club will support what we do this week and things moving forward. Yeah, look, it's not something I really take notice of, and I just love playing footy. It's been a game that I've grown up playing and love playing, and it's just. Sorry, do you want me to wait for them to go? Yeah, look, it's not something I take much notice of. Obviously, it's nice to be, be called something positive like that. But I'm here to win premierships with my teammates, and that's the main goal for me. It's always been the main goal. Yeah, look, it's one of those things where I'm very fortunate to even be in this position at all. Playing basketball has given me so much, and that's something I would never ever change. Even if I could do things differently, I would still, I wouldn't change my career path. And the places that I've got to see, the places I've travelled to play in the Olympic Games twice, that's something football couldn't never give me. And so like I said, I wouldn't change it. This is just special that in this part of my life that it even came back around. It's something that I just feel very fortunate, because I see so many women that have missed the boat just because of that age, and just go, God, I wish I had the opportunity. And so, yeah, I'm forever grateful, so I wouldn't change a thing.
How are you enjoying this season, being back fully fit?
Yeah, it's so much nicer when you're fitter. And there's, you're not carrying any injuries, and obviously stepping away from the captaincy, I do feel, a bit more freer, just to go out and just, play footy and enjoy what will be either my last or second last year of football, who knows. But I just love rocking up every training and seeing the girls. We have such a really fun group of girls, and that's just part of it. It's just the love of the game, love being around these girls, the team.
Can I ask about tackling in the AFL?
Yeah.
So David King has put on social media, I don't know whether you've seen it.
No, I haven't.
He said there are too many sling tackles going on in the AFL this year, and he's worried about players' safety and things. As a player, what do you think about the standard tackling in the AFL this year?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. And, I can only talk from personal experience within our team. We have a great tackling coach in Warwick Raymond, and we are taught to tackle fierce, aggressively, but also with due care and safety of the person that we're tackling as well. We spend a lot of time doing that. So, I don't think for our group, off the top of my head, I can't think of too many sling tackles we've ever been involved in. Obviously, there's always going to be talk about protecting, girls and obviously guys as well, protecting the head. Concussion now, it's a big topic. But for us, all we can do is keep controlling what we can do, and we are definitely taught to tackle, like I said, fiercely, but with that duty of care for who you're tackling as well. So.
Just quickly as well, Chloe Shear in the midfield.
Yeah, how good.
I know. Yeah.
So good. Just having her spend so much time in rehab. It's funny, we go off to training on the field, and Chloe stays up on the shed floor just doing her rehab, and it's a very, very lonely road. And to see her back, and not only back, but in Chloe Shear form in the midfield is just awesome. It's just personally it frees me up to be able to go forward. Someone like her to be playing in the midfield, that's somewhere I'm pretty sure she'll play a few more minutes in, but God, she's a great player, so I'm excited to see where she's going to go.